Hello again. It's a new day, and the slow march continues. We are on our way north. We found a secluded hamlet. Some new people live over there. We're going to soon see what they are all about. Overall, things are progressing quite nicely. I am currently in the process of making one more village doctor here, because I feel like currently having only 2 doctors kind of grinds everything down to a halt when people start getting poisoned. So let's build something to deal with that before it becomes a problem again. And other than that, everything seems to be going swimmingly. Okay, the herbalist is gonna keep guzzling our water supply. But I do want to keep my herbs at around 200 or so, maybe. I feel like that's enough for an emergency supply, so to speak. Oh, right, and since we're constantly generating Onbu knowledge, I probably should get myself into the habit of very frequently petting Onbu. Okay, we're gonna have a heat wave ahead of us. Infested mine. Nah, don't want any of these. It's a little far away. Pets delivered. Some free bread. Oh, and this quarry already finished. Very well. Need to disassemble it. And then put down another. This border is a little bit in the way of most of my building projects, so it's probably gonna be the next one to go. Alright then. Switch up the clay a little. And these are still here. There was a bug fix yesterday. So apparently this is a bug that instead of putting stuff in its place, they just dump it right in the middle of the village. Well, not these ones. These are from the storages. But these ones, I think these were all resources that I got from the scavenger hut. And they just keep teleporting here into the middle. So apparently it's not fully fixed yet, so have to manually remove these. So there's space. Oh, and we got an achievement for visiting every single biome in a full game. And once again, we are in the desert. Really dig the music for this biome. Okay, so that means I have to disable all of these. And switch a lot of fuel. If I put the two of you on corn and the upgraded farm, since it works better, would go with the cactus. I wonder how much water I can get out of that. We will see. Okay. Still need one more spore for the distillery. That's gonna be soon. Okay, I have the glass blower researched. I think next I want to go with the aqua farm. So I can start growing carp and keeping some fish. Let's do the furnace next to unlock this side of the research tree. I don't think I'm gonna invest too much into these ones, because having larger storage facilities does sound nice. I'm not sure if it's actually the best of ideas, because like, especially with food, the way I'm doing it, having a bunch of pantries all over the place, I think that's actually a more organic way of food distribution. Plus I have a food stand here. Okay, if I had some more glass, I could upgrade it to have a chance of not actually using up food. Not that I'm really hurting for food, mind you, but still, anything that gives me higher profit. Okay, how about that? What if I were to add some more plots here? Just to make it look good. By the way, I'm still not quite sure how the game handles overlapping plots. Haven't watched the farmers too closely. Okay, this trunk is almost gone. That would be nice. Okay, so now it's gonna be very important to keep an eye out on our water. Thankfully, not using any other type of water anywhere. The windmill is almost done here. And this isn't a very good place to grow wheat, so I think I'm gonna disable it right now. Okay, we are doing extremely well. Oh, this food quality is really helping us. Oh, right. And if I want the house quality to slowly go up as well, probably should remove some of these tents. Wait, this still gives bonuses, so let's actually keep these. Okay. And apparently the poisonous shrooms completely stop growing in the desert. So much so that they actually decompose. I do want a resource from this. And I think I'm just gonna let this one decompose. Should be good enough, I think. Oh, look at that. Little bit of good news. This desert is actually toxin-free. Now, since we have a trader here, let's take all your water and your food, because why not? And some more tools. I think I'm gonna keep needing them for upgrades. And you can have a bunch of planks. There we go. Okay, pleasure doing business. Okay, let's see who lives in here. Right at the edge of the desert. Welcome, welcome to our humble village, dear friend. Please sit down. My name is Tarnis, and I am in charge of the harvest. That's a bit of an ominous way of saying that. Your head also kinda looks like a turd made of gold. I really hope that's not intentional. We certainly didn't expect such a warm welcome. Is there anything we can do for you? Well, our villagers spotted something on the horizon. A creature, a mythical creature whose story and image are particularly well known in our little village. An Onbu. You see, it is not common to see travelers around these parts. Do you happen to, live on the Onbu? Indeed, it has been our home for quite a while now. Oh, how magnificent! How unbelievable. I never thought I'd see an Onbu with my own eyes. To witness something so ancient, so grand. Our legends hardly do it justice. You see, here in our village, a story has been passed down from generation to generation. A tale about the bond between our ancestors and an Onbu. The Onbu used to visit this village every year. Our ancestors would feed it, and in exchange it would leave us a gift. A harvest blessing that allowed us to prosper. It's miraculous dung. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the shit village? How very fitting, I suppose. That was long ago. But if you could get us some Onbu dung now, it would nourish our crops, fill our bellies, help us to survive these harsh conditions. So, would you help us in obtaining your Onbu's blessing? Unfortunately, we cannot offer you much in return, aside from this seed that the Onbu of legend left to our ancestors. Okay, and you would actually require me to build a dung collector. Okay, I didn't really care about that. But if you want to, then I suppose I have no choice. There we go. The only place I can put this for now. And while I'm here, let's find a place for the glass blower. This upper section is probably going to stay empty, I think. So might as well just put it here. I don't think I'm gonna need much glass anyway, so... Here should be fine, I think. Actually, staff this with only one worker. Okay, so one cactus gives us 4 water. On the upgraded farm, I think it is only 3 on regular farms. If I remember right. Okay, since I switched both of these to berry muesli, it's probably time to switch one of them back to beets. And actually, you can start working with the corn that I'm going to get. Okay, still have 33 flour. I can let that be used. Okay. Yes, you're always full. It would be really nice if I didn't have to rely on free workers to haul workshop inventories away. These guys could do it just as easily. Against the storm does it really well. Another crossroads incoming. We still can't see what's ahead of us. Even more people. Okay, so this only starts when Onbu has a bowel movement. And that's kind of unpredictable. And it gives us 20 dung every time. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, Onbu's getting sleepy. Probably gonna stop to take a nap over here-ish. Ooh, free tools. Don't mind if I do. You need 20 dung. That is one full serving. If you don't mind my wording. And we are a little low on bricks. Okay. You need a few more ancient notes. Those are not too hard to find. Okay. No research for the time being. How are we doing? I have enough to plop down one more cottage. Okay, and there's space for one more. That should be good. Oh, right. Because we're in the desert. The clay doesn't actually grow back. Never mind then. Okay. Mushrooms. I'm just gonna let this decompose and see how much fertilizer we're getting out of that. Okay, so the herb doesn't grow here. And shrooms don't grow here either. Which is pretty weird. That you cannot grow mushrooms with the mycologist. And yet they keep popping up naturally. Herbs too. Then again, what do I know? Oh, wow, look. This section is actually picked clean. I don't think I've actually seen that. And this upper section is probably gonna stay this way. Unless I were to clean a few of them up. And place a fourth gatherer. But I think I'm doing okay with these ones. Okay, you know, I can actually speed it along a little with a singular, regular mushroom ball. He hasn't had that in a while anyway. Bounce away. There you go, buddy. Another pet is ready in a day. Right. I think I picked this place pretty clean. Yeah, he's gonna take a nap before the crossroads. Okay, looks like going south. We would go right back to the mountain region. And north would be the more temperate places. Oh, and there's another wreckage. Gonna yoink that one. Let's make some more rations. Okay, 122 villagers. Is there actually a point where I should stop accepting new ones? Because currently, over half of them doesn't actually work. So I do wonder if at one point it simply becomes impractical to continue growing your village. And maybe just keep them at a self-sufficient level? Not sure. Good night, buddy. See, this uses quite a bit of wood. I wonder what else you can do in here. Oh, okay, so you only make glass with either wood or biogas or even Onbu bile. I have about 1,000 wood. and turned it infinitely renewable, so yeah, I think you can continue using wood here. So that's okay. Here we're slowly filling up the water tanks. Switching you to beet soup. Just a little bit. Good enough. Once we're out of the desert again. Need to replant some poison shrooms. Okay, move you here a little. Oh, right, I'm stupid. I forgot to turn the brick furnace on. Let's keep you going with biogas, actually. That's pretty cheap to make. And with over 100 compost. I'm okay. Not using the compost heap. So let's actually gather up all these other clay deposits. I'm not going to keep using them, but just for now, while we're in the desert. Yeah, we can remove it if we want. But for now, I think it's good to have for emergencies. Maybe a bit of mushroom stew now. Need to keep up the variety too, not just the quality. The 125 population. That sounds like a nice number to me, so I think I'm going to stop accepting new people, at least for a while. Grab these herbs. Okay, let's see what we found this time. A stringed instrument. Its body has been smashed and its strings have snapped, but it was obviously well worn even before it was destroyed. I, Klaus, the old man, had a heart of gold and the voice of an angel, used to regale us with his shanties day and night. Lived for the sea he did, and maybe it's only right he was taken by it. Okay, and apparently that was the final one. Aye, that will be all. Would you do me a favor and bury their belongings at sea? Thank ye. As for your reward, please come find me at sea. I'm in my sloop, and given the number of vessels around, you can't miss me. Okay, and now we have to find him. Which is probably up to random chance. And we have almost traveled 1,000 kilometers by now. Which is the goal, if I remember right, of a challenge run. Interesting. Alright, wake up, Onbu. It's time to get moving. Okay, was that it? Looks like the dung collector immediately does its job. I guess that's okay. Alright, so here's your shit. Oh, what generosity, what generosity. It is so rich and full of life. Please don't touch it with your hands. I thank you. We shall put it to the test, and I will be happy to report back. And now we have to wait for him. Okay. I think I'm going to keep going north. Not hurting for stone currently, so... Besides, there's nothing interesting. Ooh, haven't seen this one. Wandering sandworms. Sandworms will infest Onbu if it lies down. They will burrow through Onbu's back and sometimes hurt it, but increase the growth speed of all crops. Ha, you remember there were those worm-infested shrooms that I didn't let Onbu eat. That would give it some poison resist. In exchange for some other debuff that I can't remember at this point. But still, I guess if you wanted to change your experience, you can work around these ones. Anyway, I think this is a good place to stop. Thank you for watching. If you like this story, please consider giving the video a like, and I will be back with some more. See you in the next one.